Peace. It's Equality Fragrances coming to you from PG County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. A cipher is a person, place, or thing within my circumference. The understanding of my cipher is peace. For all those new to the channel, those sliding through, or those who've been rocking with me since day one, I humbly appreciate your support and continued support. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified when I drop some new videos. Also, do not forget to follow me on IG. The link will be in the description. It's going to be extremely important why you need to do so, and that'll be explained later on within this video. So with that being said, come on in, sit down, and let's build. Today, I'm gonna be dropping a new series called The Discovery. Now, I know I was doing a series before called Is It Bottle Worthy, but probably about a little bit over a month, Coach Rob, who might sound crazy, I wasn't hip to his channel, started subscribing. He commented on one of my videos. I subscribed back and I saw that he had did that, or he already had a series like that. I am not about to swagger jack another man. No, I'm not about to do that. So I'm going to have my new series called The Discovery. What is The Discovery? This is where you're going to get my first impressions. I have not smelt these fragrances, at least on my skin. I don't know what they smell like. So what I'm going to do is give you a first impressions of these fragrances. For the most part, they're going to be a lot of samples because I'm a firm believer, having the collection that I have now, that sampling is the way to go before blind buying, especially for a good portion of the fragrances, because if it doesn't blow me away, it's probably not going to be bottle worthy for me. I'm going to be honest. I don't really need more fragrances. I need fragrances that blow me away. That's how I shop, but that's another rant. I'll probably do a part 2 of are you buying with a purpose? Because it goes back and ties into my theory on part 1 with are you buying with a purpose. Anyway, the discovery is where I'm going to be sampling these sets, and I'll put everything on skin. I don't put anything on paper. When I'm trying something out, I put it out on skin. If it's a scrubber, I'm just going to have to deal with it for the remainder of life of the fragrance. But at least I will be able to later on give you a review on performance, whether I like the fragrance or not. I'm just not going to like everything, is the reality of it, especially some of these discoveries, because I'm going to be trying things that really aren't in my palate. Now, as I said in my intro, the reason you need to follow me on IG is because in this series, all full review of these fragrances will only, and I mean only, happen on IG. I will not upload those videos to YouTube. So if I do a discovery set and you say, man, I want to know what he really thinks about them, you're going to have to go to IG to get that information. So be sure to be following me on IG. That's going to be highly important. Anyway, let's talk about who we are here to discover today. The house we'll be discovering today is the house of Chris Rusak. Chris Rusak is an independent fragrance house out of California. Chris is the owner, operator, perfumer of all of his fragrances. I believe he has 3 offerings, all of which I purchased in my discovery set. This set was not sent to me for review. I purchased it. So the first fragrance we're going to try from the house is going to be called Timbre. Now, with a name like Timbre, I expect it to be extremely woody. A friend of mine on IG, Hood Sense, if you aren't following him on IG, you should. He loves this fragrance. He loves all things vetiver, so I expect this to be a woody punch. So let's see what it's hitting on. I haven't smelt it, haven't sprayed it. Okay, technical difficulty. Let's see what we get. There we go. So I'm gonna let that simmer. I'm just not gonna bring things straight to my nose. In the air, it almost reminds me of another fragrance house, Vet to Divert. And the reason is because of a particular note. So I'm getting a yuzu note in the air. I'm getting cedarwood. I'm getting myrrh. So I'm getting this almost very woody yet bright citrus scent. So if you are a lover of fragrances like Terre de Hermes, the original, or the EDP, or even the vetiver, I'm getting that kind of nuance. Very woody, very bright, but I'm getting a resinous myrrh in here. That's good. Now, that's a good fragrance. It doesn't blow me away because it's not the style of fragrance I chase per se. If anybody knows me, y'all know if it's an amber and it's a good amber, you probably got me. If it's a boozy fragrance, you probably have me as well. And if it's a gourmand, if it don't fit in those categories, it's gonna be very hard to blow me away, and that's just me being honest. But this is a good fragrance. I wrote down the price. So this is independent niche perfumery. So for a 30 ml of that, that's gonna be $120. Man, that's steep. But this is good. If you love, and I mean if you love this is a gentleman fragrance. It's coming off very smooth. Now, I don't know what longevity is gonna do like, and to keep in mind, I'm dealing with a sample that only sprays so much. Those 4 sprays probably wasn't even the equivalent of 1 spray from a bottle because I'm not getting the distribution, but it smells good in the air. I can see you wearing this. This is signature scent worthy. I don't care where you go. I can see you dressing this up, dressing this down, going to a first date. It has a sense of elegance and class to it that I do enjoy. Again, if you like fragrances like Terre de Hermes, any from that line, if you like these citrus, woody scents, but he adds a little bit of myrrh. So if you like fragrances also like Timbuktu, you will enjoy this fragrance. I like it. I don't love it because it's just not my style of fragrance. But if it's yours, rock with it. And that's the first one on my left hand, and that's gonna be Timbuktu. The next fragrance on this list is gonna be called Bluer Skies. Now, he gave me a dabber. Oh my goodness. I didn't see Bluer Skies as something that could be purchased on his website, but he gave me a sample, so I'll discuss it. I hate dabbers, for the record. I'm just gonna be honest. I hate dabbers, which is why I hate getting samples from Lucky Scent. But it's better than nothing, right, when you want to try something. So let me just pour it on my hand. Oops. Well, shoot. Well, that was a lot because it's dripping everywhere. Another reason I hate dabbers. So I'm going to let that set. I don't know what concentration is in Bluer Skies. He didn't write it on here. Timbuktu is an EDP concentration. So I'm smelling it in the air. Oh, man. Now it's bright. It's aromatic. Like almost ozonic a little bit. It has a sharpness to it. A bright sharpness to it, like citrus or neroli. I'm also picking up a note that I can't stand, but it's done right, and that's jasmine. Anybody know me know I don't like jasmine. We will see how this transpires as the life goes on. But when it's called Bluer Skies, it smells ozonic. Bright. Like fresh air is how I would describe this fragrance. It's like taking fresh air by the water, by the ocean, and you can smell like it's almost a little salty. It's ozonic. It's clean. It's fresh. There's a spice. This is nice. This is nice. Unfortunately, I don't see how much this is because it's not listed as a fragrance on his website, so I don't know what it'll cost, but I can only assume it's probably 120 for 30 ml because that's kind of his going rate. not bad. Does it blow me away? No. Depending on price, is it bottle worthy? If it was like 80 bucks, give or take, this could be a very nice summer, spring, early fall fragrance that I would wear. I can see you wearing this. You can wear this to the office. This is more of a casual scent. Not bad. Not bad. Again, another fragrance that didn't blow me away. Why? Because it's just not my style of fragrance that I personally need to add to my collection. But I like it, man. Damn. This Timbuktu is grown man. I like this. I like this a lot. I like that. So that is Bluer Skies. The next fragrance I will be testing is called Beast Mode. This is EDT concentration. I believe a 30 ml is 120. That seems to be his going rate for his 30 mls. And a 50 ml, because he has a 50 ml in this, is going for 160, I believe. I'm gonna put this on my left forearm and let's see what happens. I pre-pumped and sprayed so I didn't have the same thing that happened with Timbre where I'm sitting here spraying 10 times. Okay, in the air, I'm getting a lot of pepper. I'm getting animalic. It's peppery, like black pepper. It smells like, you ever started like, you was gonna put black pepper on something and maybe you opened up the wrong top instead of the sprinkle and a whole bunch popped out and you was like, oh, you try to get it off your food and that smell. I get a lot of black pepper. Some Ambroxan probably. Animalic nuance to it. A little woody. Creamy. I don't really like that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see myself owning a fragrance of this composition. First of all, the black pepper is like a realistic black pepper, and I don't know with my style and how I like to wear fragrance where I really want to walk around smelling like black pepper. I just don't. Because black pepper is heavy. It's a little bit animalic. I don't really care for the animalic stuff as much either. It's a little animalic black pepper, a little salty, almost comes off like an Ambroxan. Because it's the same note that I've smelt in fragrances like, what's one of my favorite fragrances? I think that Eau Duel by Diptyque. And I know they use Ambroxan there. So I'm getting that. It's slightly sweet, but not too much. It's not a bad fragrance. It's not for me. It's just not for me. But that's Beast Mode EDT. Again, I would do a pass on this, especially for the price of the fragrance. That's a pass for me. Easy. The last fragrance in his collection is called Every Ounce of Joy Leaves My Body. Now, on his website, he hasn't released any, and I mean no notes on this. I love not knowing what's in it. Something called Every Ounce of Joy Leaves My Body, I expect it to be absolutely erotic. Let's see. I preloaded the spray that will go on my right forearm. So, it almost smells like old sheets or something. It's like an old closet where you had like old jackets. Like, you know when you store jackets or clothes in a box, or you store it in a like in an attic or something, and you open it up and it just smells like attic. That's what I get. Wow. Has a tinge of sweetness to it. It's like wool, like he used some kind of wool in this. It's definitely woody. I wouldn't be surprised if sandalwood was in this. Maybe a little bit of cedar as well. It has zero citrus in here. I'm getting some florals in here. A little bit of florals. What florals? I don't know what florals he used in here, but definitely get some florals. So this is a no-go for me. Why? Because it smells like, literally smells like I had clothes that's been stored away for a couple years. I went in the attic, I popped it open, and that smell you get on the clothes, that's what I get. It's almost like mothballs, but not mothballs. It's not bad, I just don't know why I want to smell like this. Me personally, I don't want to smell like this, not at all. Is it a bad fragrance? No, it's extremely artistic. So I respect the art of it. It's not repulsive per se. Like, I'd be like, oh, this is a scrubber, I gotta get this off. It's actually intriguing, and I definitely gonna spray a little bit on and wear it and test it and see how it transitions, but I just don't know why. I can only imagine before leaving the house, sprayed it on myself, put it on my clothes, people be like, dang, you just took those clothes out of a cardboard box. That's what it smells like. This, especially for what the price is, $175 for a 50 ml. No, man, nah. But I will be doing a full review on this and give it some wears because it's artsy. It's just, I'm intrigued by this. But on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 2 to me. It just is. No offense. Let's go back to, I think I had beast mode here. Beast mode is starting to sweeten up. It's transitioning. I'm getting sweet. I'm getting the ambroxan. It's still a little animalic. That's not bad. But again, for the price, it didn't blow me away. But this isn't a bad fragrance. It's a little animalic, peppery, a little sweet, and the ambroxan in here. When I'll test it out, I'll do my full review. I'll do some research, figure out what the notes are, see what it is exactly I'm smelling. But this is definitely black pepper. I don't know if anise is in here. There's something in here that's borderline repulsing me a little bit, and I'm gonna be honest. 2 fragrances repulse me a lot. Well, it's a few, but a few fragrances that repulse me is jasmine. I don't really care for it. It has to be done right. Anise, because I don't really like the scent of anise. Comes off like licorice, like in Killian's Gold Night, which I'll do a review on later. Very good honey scent. That anise absolutely throws it off. It smells like licorice. It makes me want to vomit. So it's something in here that I don't like, and it's a combination of probably one of those notes. Not bottle worthy, but I will test it and give my full review. On a scale of 1 to 10 for beast mode, I give it a solid 6. I give it 6. It's not a bad fragrance. if you are okay with that anise kind of scent, if you want something a little peppery, a little animalic, slightly sweet, it wouldn't be a bad fragrance. For me, that is a no-go. Bluer Skies, I like Bluer Skies. Again, it's ozonic. I'm getting almost like a crisp apple, almost the same kind of apple used in Nautica Voyage. Very ozonic. It smells like fresh air. I can see me wearing this in the spring and summer. This will go in high heat. I'm gonna test this out. I might like this a little bit more. In Timbre, if I ever run out of my Terre de Hermes, I gotta see how many other fragrances in that genre I have. Those really woody fragrances. But if you love woody fragrances, I'm gonna be honest, Timbre is the best out of the Discovery kit. Is the best. Anyway, I'm not gonna draw this on. This is my first impression. Timbre, I'm giving Timbre a 9 out of 10. Is it bottle worthy for me? Because of the price? Probably not really, because that's not a fragrance style or a style of fragrance that I need multiple of. I don't wear that kind of style of fragrance as much, but I like it, man. I feel like some creamy sandalwood in here. Definitely some cedar. That myrrh, if you love Timbuktu, you have to get your nose on this. Man, this is good. Just might not be bottle worthy for me, but this is the best out of it. And second, I like Bluer Skies, maybe for the summer. These other two, nah, not my cup of tea. I don't see. Yeah, and this smells like old clothes in the attic. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my style. I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna test it because I respect the creativity behind it, but I can't, no. That's just not it. I call Chief and that's not it. So with that being said, that is my discovery of the house of Chris Rusak's fragrance house, independent fragrance house out of California. I will leave the link for you to get some of his discovery sets and try it for yourself down below. Again, the full review of these fragrances will be on IG. So don't forget to follow me there. I'm gonna leave you the way I greeted you, and that's in the universal language of peace.